What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. When we left off, we were in the treatment center, and we have conquered that.
Yeah.
Or at least, you know, half of it, because that was starting to get a little rough there. But you know what? We found it out in the end. And hey, guess what? Someone's opened up the AMBIDEX. Wonder what the fuck?
Wonder who it is.
Wonder who it is.
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Who? Why would they do that?
To get the fuck out of here.
Whatever, we should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me.
Oh, Quark.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is. What is it? I turned to see her pointing towards the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
Oh.
What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Tap, 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 tap.
You ever figure out what that laser was for?
No, maybe that had to have been for like whatever that bonus code was, I would think, but oh yeah. It says recent operational records.
Oh.
I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we'd put him in after all. I read on. 0748. One subject released. 0806. One subject successfully restored. 816. Cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization. Admin. Of course, we're not going to get to... Because I think the beginning restoration of one subject is probably Quark.
Yeah.
But of course, we don't have a time on that one to understand when the rest of this happened.
Yep.
Huh. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. Oh, it's just saying...
Oh.
Huh. Whoa, what is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this
Oh.
pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually. One for each pod.
Yeah.
They all say the same thing.
Yeah.
See?
So that's not just a that's all before he woke up, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So the 3 people...
Three
could
pod
be-
people.
So 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. And they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So who are the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy.
Yeah.
B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
Unfortunately.
Doesn't send when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m.
Yeah.
Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Whatever write in time like that.
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Yeah.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? Seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Probably.
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
To make us confused.
Could it all be a trick?
A
All
trick.
of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
Not you too! So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
I mean, it could be, but I don't think so.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was all right in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Bye, little buddy. We'll come back for you. Don't disappear on me now. Just lock the door.
Lock the door?
Because you can lock his little pod.
Oh, that's right. I thought you meant the door to the treatment center. I'm like, how do you do that?
No, to his pod. Just click that thing to the left once more. Stay there. You'll be fine.
That is a claustrophobic's worst nightmare.
Truly. Is this another warehouse?
Florb.
It looks just like the other one.
Florb.
Hey, could you show me that map?
Yup, there you go.
How have I not made that
I
joke
thought
yet?
so.
I don't know.
This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
Flora.
Huh. So it would seem.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
Man, there
They
are
always
3
look
of them.
so ethereal.
Yes, they truly glow. Okay, let's go take a closer look. Tup, 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 tup.
I knew it.
We're just as far away.
These are chromatic doors.
We're just
See?
we got no
They've
closer.
got a little box
Oh,
right next
suddenly
to
we're
them,
very
just
close.
Like the others.
So these are the third round chromatic doors, huh?
Now we're far away again.
I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you
We
mean?
both have 6 BP right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So?
We're a pair, right?
Yeah.
And who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so
That he is.
Mm-hmm.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Betray.
Results will be
Oh, wow, that was going extra. But
Yeah.
hey, you aren't saying we should pick Betray, are
were
you?
you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Come on, you don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny.
Listen, you were all about ally until I say we should go get dinner sometime. Now you're all about oh, that's the wrong button.
So
Now
let's
you're all
not
about leaving.
hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick ally?
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round.
That's
For all
true.
we know,
This is
there
guaranteed.
might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dio,
Also
Kay, and
true.
Vi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Fi and Luna are playing against Tenmyoji. He's only got 1 BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Tenmyoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. And he's not going to be dumb enough to do that, right?
Yeah.
Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice's BP.
No!
Oh.
Don't even think about that.
Ugh.
I agree. But her BP is the same as Tenmyoji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to
Then
9.
Alice has to vote betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defense of
But
choice.
if Dio chooses ally,
Then-
then Kay would have 9 BP.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Yeah. As we know
Well, that's
from
not
the past.
that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that Kay will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
Nope.
I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not.
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to go back to get the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. She was thinking, should I kill him to make the vote go my way? And now we're going to have to go through a whole lot.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be like, oh, we got to flip that. And then you're going to go here because we got to make you realize you're not getting lost going to a fucking elevator. And then it's like, oh, once you go up that, you got to make sure you get back in there. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll pick Betray. Clover and I are going to go on our date on the moon.
Will you stop?
Wonder what kind of date spots they got on the moon.
Evan.
Oh, look. There's the dark side. This is where Apollo 1 landed. Did Apollo 1 land? No, Apollo 1 blew up, didn't it?
Oh my god.
I can't remember. This is what the phone screen's doing. I'm getting morbid all of a sudden. Oh,
all of a sudden? You've always been morbid.
Yeah.
It's just varying levels of what you're willing to show.
Flora.
Clover.
I've never seen her
Goodness,
happy
you're
like
back.
that. Jesus.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Where's Quark?
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Hold on. Timmy's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping towards me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
You should be thanking us.
Probably.
Probably.
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
Are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right?
No.
Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover?
Don't
worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
No one dare go missing,
I love
please.
how he said Clover, not us.
Yeah, as soon as she finished, she was off. We did, we have ruined his trust, so
Yeah.
Temmyoji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out of Magenta Door. Toodles, love you. Bye. Okay. All right, you guys got some splaining to do.
Pardon?
You opened the AB gates for Clover and I, before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
It's in a book.
As she spoke, Vi gestured toward the line of the AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here? Well, then who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you. Figured as much.
Not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big
Why?
deal.
If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes? Tick, 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 tick. Throw it in your face. We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
The bless you?
One in the pantry either.
The peck.
The peck. I know, I'm just saying that Sigma
Yeah.
would hear that the first time and be like, oh, that, yeah, I know what that is. Huh. Well, whatever. You should really probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
All right, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack, though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have.
Insight.
What the hell, bro?
Don't you bro me, bro. We're not bros yet. Kay can call me a bro. But I know he won't. That's not proper vocabulary, so he's not going to say that.
We are not related.
Yeah.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff.
Did you find any Accelavir?
No, it's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No.
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. It's better than nothing, though. Oh, right, there's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. I just had a wild idea, a theory, a game theory.
Oh.
I know, that's a little weird now. But, now then, the pods cannot cure Radical 6.
Mm-hmm.
There is no cure. But it can provide relief by taking your consciousness out of your body to put it in.
Oh my God.
Else's. Let's go!
Jesus Christ.
All right. Anyways, about the pods. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
What we read.
Which of us are the pod
Fuck
people
it.
then?
Love English. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
It would stop.
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Everyone's like, fucking brilliant. Oh! So if we go into the cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
No. The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
Oh, are we all going now? It's not like we have a deadline. That's why we stayed here.
We got, okay.
Hey guys, we got 5 minutes. We want to go.
What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for.
Don't yell at my wife,
Zero
bitch.
Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up.
Probably.
Oh, that's low.
They were like, oh, fuck, they were gonna use this? Nope, you can't do it anymore.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Yeah.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
5 minutes.
10 minutes
Okay.
remain until AMBIDEX game polling closes.
Thanks, Mom.
All players,
What?
Okay, I get
if
it.
no-
I did, yeah, no, yeah, we know.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick Betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Looks towards Sigma. It's also, by the way, Phi was in the fucking room. Okay, whatever. Sounds good. Okay, then Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that?
God,
I
so
won't take my eyes
salty.
off him for a minute.
I know you
Come on.
won't.
We don't have much time left. We need to go.
You know who doesn't have much time left? You, Alice. You've got 1.2, and you're
my
going up
God.
against Dio, baby.
Oh, that's true.
Have fun. But I imagine she's probably going to be smart and pick Betray, because like I said,
Yeah.
if anyone is intelligent, when you have 1 point, fuck everyone else, pick Betray to fucking keep yourself from hitting 0. Back at the Florida warehouse, we open the AB rooms.
Santa Claus.
4 minutes remain.
Oh, Jesus.
Until AMBIDEX game polling closes.
We got this. All right, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
Start the game on up. Close that door down.
Okay.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
What?
Getting cold feet, huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji.
The reality hits you.
Choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What?
What? Why?
I just can't.
I thought that we were supposed to, like, you know, trust each other and shit.
Finger hovers over the button. Tell me,
You'd
Clover.
laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Yes.
Really, really. Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come
I
on!
promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
You and your fucking promises. All right. Fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person. Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seemed pretty ready to betray him
Yeah.
back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
Oh.
Bitch, can you fucking communicate?
1 minute remains.
It might be
until
someone from the
AMBIDEX
previous
game
game.
closes.
You know?
Please, choose ally.
You
That's
aren't
the
going
only
to try
way.
and vote
If I
yourself?
try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So,
Boy, that's a lot of faith you have in me. All right. With that, I turn to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. But he's going to be alive, so it doesn't matter. He's going to go from 6 to 4. It's really not going to be that much. But that wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I would be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until AMBIDEX game polling closes.
It's always 10 seconds.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose
3, 2, 1.
Time slows.
It's not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about sending a message. Clover, you're gonna tell me the truth next time. Because I'm sending a message to you.
Of the AMBIDEX game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for
Which
your
movie was that?
participation.
That was the first into the Spider-Verse.
AMBIDEX gates now
It's
open.
not
The
always about the
Spider-Verse?
money, because it's the animated one.
Oh. Oh, the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the Mets. Hey, baby, the Mets. Let's go Mets.
Still haven't seen the most recent one.
What did you
I
choose,
know we're
Sigma?
behind on that one. Oh, you didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment.
The way he says that.
What you want to do after this is up to you. You still want to get that dinner, huh? You can come with me if you want, or you can stay here. Your choice.
That's as good as saying you chose betray.
Yeah, wait till you say a surprise.
Oh my god.
Wow, he's fucking.
Whoa.
I grinned and headed toward the display.
He's
Bro, he went
unhinged.
yeah.
Results from round 2.
Fully
of the
embraced
AMBIDEX game
the
will
chaotic
now
neutral.
be displayed.
Yeah.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yes, Mom. All right, guys. Let's see how those went.
Yeah.
Okay, and Alice. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
666. We're in hell, baby. But yeah, that Kay and Alice and Dio situation. Yeah.
Yep.
Because Kay would probably be like, Alice, we need to vote betray because you only have 1 BP left. If
And
you vote ally,
Dio is most
there's a
certainly
chance.
going to pick betray.
Bruh, for real. He's gonna be so upset. What the hell, guys? You don't trust me? Let me look at that screen real quick. What do you think?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What did you do, Clover?
Oh, damn.
Sorry. It wasn't me.
Sigma, huh?
Yeah.
Care to explain this then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
I do? When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. Psych, bitch! My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Wait!
He'd have to do better than shot if he wanted to stop me. I was closer. I was almost there. Took one last running leap and slammed into the wall with the unlocking device in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. Yeah! A baseball slide under the door. Catch me if you can.
Why didn't he do this any of the other times?
Why didn't he have the fucking ego? The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
Shit. That son of a bitch actually did it?
He actually got the lever this time. His
Yeah.
voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to
Give me
die.
that shit. I know a liar when I see one.
Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. I can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward.
Agreed.
I also agree.
That's it then. Let's get him.
What about
Ready?
Clover?
Yeah.
He's toast.
Clover?
Just leave it to us.
Hey now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me,
Give it
then...
up. Charge!
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm actually saying, if you stop me, then no one can get out and we're all gonna die here. Oh, shit. I spun back around to face the door. Do not fucking mess this up.
Yeah.
There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it. Or at least I tried.
Really?
Clover's gonna sneak out in the middle of all this going on.
That's not smart. At
It
least
happened in the blink
some
of an
hope
eye.
is better than no hope.
Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse.
It's just open for no reason now.
Clover's gonna make a beeline and fucking dip.
The number 9 door has been opened.
Timioji, what the fuck?
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Shit! Let me go! Let go of me, goddammit!
Let go of me, you bastards!
I could feel something huge, heavy, and metal pressed against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves! The door only opens once. If I don't—
I know.
What?
Go, Clover.
Huh?
You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out.
I'm right here. The left stopwatch.
But
This is an order from your commanding officer.
Oh.
You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help.
that's...
Stop complaining and go. If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
I could have escorted her, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Fine. No. The door had begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. You didn't leave me much choice.
You're gonna... oh, God. You're gonna throw her out?
Couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice!
Go! Call for help! I'm counting on you!
Alice! No! I can't!
Commanding officer. Co-workers,
that gives
huh?
us a little bit of a...
9 door has closed.
It's a little more than co-workers.
a little bit.
This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Can Sigma get one break on his own?
I know, what the fuck?
Can I get anything? Even with Clover, like, no, fuck this guy, but Clover can leave too. Fucking
What?
You're supposed to go on a date, god damn it. I'll fucking ruin this. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm here to teach Clover a lesson, and she's the one person that got out.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's fine. I guess I'll go back over this way, and I'm gonna vote ally, and you're gonna fucking trust me and tell me what the fuck you know about Tenmyoji, right? God damn it.
Well, ally, like a little bitch.
Since now you're like, oh, I changed everything, because Tenmyoji told me something that rocked my fucking world.
Yeah.
And he doesn't trust me, so he won't tell me what the fuck it is himself, but here,
Yeah.
have it. Take it. It's yours. I did this for you.
Peels off the button, hands it to her. Take
What
it.
did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button? Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go.
It's very different.
I give her a light pat on the shoulder and head toward the wall. The wall where the results would be displayed. I was like, pah, pah.
Ow.
It'll be thunderous.
She gets knocked out.
Results from
Hit a
round
pressure
2
point.
of the AMBIDEX
Yeah, I
game.
got. Direct your eyes to the screen. I get it. Bah. Bah, 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 bah. Sure. Yep.
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 Yep. Betray.
I'd be like, the fuck?
6-6.
Tenmyoji while we're all gone. You don't have much time. When they all close the door, you get in there.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Now do we get to see how Alice and Dio are going to get after this whole thing?
Yeah.
They didn't really have a chance because we were like, see ya fuckers with 9 points.
So you chose ally, huh?
Don't you give me that tone. Yeah.
What?
Quark is sick, a kid, and I'm able to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that. I would never do
Thank
that.
you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. Common courtesy to a sick child. So you guys chose Ally too,
Of
huh?
course. Tenmyoji had only one BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote Ally. So there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
Understandable.
Then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice K and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round. Because also, let's mention the fact that this means that Dio was more than willing to fucking
kill Alice,
to
yeah.
get the hell out of here.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole. Were you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? When you voted Ally,
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose Ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was Betray. Picking Ally when I knew you guys would pick Betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be Betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked Ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3
Yeah.
would make 9.
Yay, basic
See?
math.
Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place.
This is a hell of a popsicle stand.
Yeah.
You see? That's why I chose Betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Okay, good thought. Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly
very
thereafter, the
Alice.
warehouse was filled with the rumbling sounds of the doors sliding shut.
The AMBIDEX gates
round 3, star round.
There is the AMBIDEX.
Unlimited, yeah, we get that. As many times as we want, huh? Then that
We can
means...
play the AB game as many times as we want, right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
Yeah.
The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine.
Solo.
Oh, they're letting me go bit by bit on this.
Hair.
Why are they slowing it down for me on
Yeah.
this one? Okay.
Okay.
There's me. Bye.
We're solo.
All right.
Hair.
No, that's me.
That's us. We're solo.
So that other
Still.
one was Dio.
Yeah.
I see. Luna and Clover a cyan pair, and Fly and Alice are a magenta pair. Remaining 3 are all solos. Kay is red, Dio's green, and I'm blue. Are other groups supposed to work for the next round? Hey, the next doors are going to be those white ones down in the floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Fine nodded and began to explain. Option A, Tenmyoji and Quark, yellow, pair up with me, blue, to open one door.
That's not gonna go down.
Fine Alice, magenta, pair up with Dio, green, to open another door. Luna and Clover, cyan, pair up with Kay, red, to open the last one.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yes.
Oh,
No other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors.
that's awkward.
Admittedly,
Yup.
Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh God. I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
Wow, way to gas yourself up. Oh my god.
He's funny. You gotta admit, he's funny.
What should we do now?
Yeah.
It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
And apparently he
Quark's
says
condition.
he says the F word more than anyone in any of the Zero Escape games.
Christ. Yeah, that seems par for the course.
He
so.
says it, I think, 39 times.
I wonder who told you that information.
Those pods can't cure radical sick.
30-something.
He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Excelivir, right?
Excelivir!
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine. I guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
Split up and
Can you guess who got second place with the F-bomb count?
Alice?
Santa.
Oh, that's including all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
that sounds about
After
right.
the discussions, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Fi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
And will die.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. Oh, we're not worried about travel now? Okay, fine, whatever. Alright, so this place.
Yep.
So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs
Good
then.
idea.
Wow. The peck. Fancy. So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently, the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out here is teeming with Radical
Yeah.
6.
Fun.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside? Right.
Oh.
Whoa.
No, we can't do
Didn't mean
that.
to cut her off there.
The door beyond the pressure
Oh, that's
exchange
welded
chamber
shut.
is locked up
Yeah.
tight.
Wow.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but... Shit, you got me there.
We need to be focusing on finding that Excelivir. Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, all right?
Can she talk to us?
Got it.
Okay.
Clover, talk to us.
Clover, please.
Talk
You got
to
my
us.
trust now, right?
Right.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? Pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dale was asking questions? We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no. But
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
That's right, that.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I get the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
I can't
Fine.
tell you. No.
I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Okay.
Mum's the word.
Why would we tell Alice? No.
Oh, what the fuck would I talk to that bitch? All right.
Promise?
I'm not telling you anymore. No.
Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said.
Oh,
Do you want to take these or?
sure. What? Swiss.
Swiss of soy sauce!
I was about to say soy sauce. Alice and I are agents of soy sauce. No. SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. I'll just say SOIS. Stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry.
Hey, I think you missed one.
That is a run-on sentence if I've ever seen one. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that,
Probably
huh?
wondering how I ended up here.
Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the nonary game twice before, right? Hey, it's the car.
It is.
Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped, and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving. That's right, she was driving.
Yeah.
And that's when I saw her. Yup, that's right. I remember
Yeah.
that picture. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down.
Fucking government
We
funding.
offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the nonary game had anything to do with the terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now on the run. That's why she said that. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both of the last two nonary games, too. So, anyway, we've been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom, though, so after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful.
How rich was your mom? Jesus Christ.
We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy-looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it! After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. The whole, like, communicating thing.
Yeah, the fucking morphogenic fields.
So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar, too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nonary game.
That's awkward.
Yeah, we were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We're doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenic field.
There it is!
We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenic field. The purpose of the first nonary game was to research that ability. So they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that! I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way! I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job, after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh, right, I forgot to tell you, she told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine.
Oh boy.
But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first nonary game might have been a part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second nonary game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this.
You guys are the only people that can do this.
That's right. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei looks at another participant from the second nonary game. Akane, one of the people behind the second nonary game. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger.
Oh boy.
After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Including wear less clothes. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. That's big.
Yeah.
The directors behind decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. Unfortunate. It's like they knew.
And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah.
All that talking seemed to have tired Clover out.
Tired me out.
She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions. Well, first off, your powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah. I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
No response?
Yeah. If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking. Wait.
Right. What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not it.
There's gotta be one here, man. Come on, trust me.
It's us.
Right. Whatever. I have some other questions, so we'll answer those other questions. Next
Damn.
time. Well, we're getting up on an hour here, so I can't just keep that shit rolling.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that is all going in. Does raise the question if there's anyone else here that's trying to do that, communicating inside, outside, sideways, side, because that could be another reason why either ourselves or like Phi could be getting that information is through the morphogenic field in those other ways, and not just multi-world theory.
Interesting.
Too much science shit in here.
That's what these games are.
Just got a lot to keep track of in this tiny little noggin of mine.
Between the both of us, we have an almost complete brain.
Cell. One brain cell. Let's get that right.
Come on.